Quit porn for your future wife. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. A few days ago, I've been off of porn for 3 weeks, or not even that, like 23 or 24 days, right? And my life has been the best. Like, I've been the most attractive to girls. Like, I've been talking to girls, approaching them, and you know, reading, meditating, journaling, focused on my goals. Like, bro, full of this energy, full of this drive. Like, my balls are full, right? I'm smashing every goal that I have. But for some reason, like, that day, I'm supposed to travel with my family, right? We're going on like a vacation. And the thing is, everything was going amazing, and I remember telling myself, like, my balls are full. I'm like really, really horny. And I'm telling myself, just don't relapse today, and you'll go on vacation, and the vacation will be amazing, and then just don't do it today. Just don't do it. And I'm laying down on my mat, and the door is locked, right? Because like when I read, like I lock the door, right? And I just don't want anyone to interrupt me. But I'm reading this book. It's like an ebook on my phone in the morning, and I'm alone, and everyone is asleep, and the door is locked, and I'm laying down on my yoga mat, and I'm so horny, and I do it. I relapse, and it's like insane, right? And I open up porn, and I get on my bed, and I just do it, right? And it's very fast. And I'm laying on my bed, just drained of energy. And it was so fast, but it just drained all my energy. And I'm laying there, like, what the hell have I done? I relapsed after all this time. And now we're gonna go traveling. Then now I have to see my family, and now I have to talk to them and meet them, right? Then I meet my family. Of course, I'm like very low confidence, very low energy, right? But we get the bags ready, get into the car, whatever, it happened, and I just listened to Alex Hormozi and David Goggins and Robert Greene in like the car, right? And it happened, right? But then we go on vacation. I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't the best, right? I might make like a whole video about it, but my sleep was just terrible. I wasn't able to sleep because my family has to go like to all these places, and when you have to like sleep late, I didn't eat the best food. I barely ate. I didn't work out. I missed my workouts, and I was just in a very low period in that vacation, right? Because all those things happened. But yesterday I just came back from vacation, right? And I do all the things I'm supposed to do. I do the yoga I'm supposed to do. I meditate, journal, and I read, and I go to sleep early. And I woke up today, and my balls are full. And I'm happy, right? I've got this energy back, and I'm happy I got it back, right? But I just still feel like a bit depressed and sad and anxious, and just this sadness and emptiness, right? I just feel this pain, right? Because I have relapsed and because the vacation wasn't the best, right? And then I'm reading again on my yoga mat, and I just feel so horny, and I just feel so horny, and I really want to do it. And I keep resisting until I just can't anymore, and I relapse again. And this time I just went on like a fapathon, man. I just did it for a long time, right? And I was filled with guilt and filled with shame and filled with regret. Like, why the hell would you do that, man? Like, you're just gonna get back into this, and I've been addicted to this for 7 years, and everything sucks, and I just hate all this. But then I paused for a second, right? Like, I just thought to myself, like, why have I been able to easily stop playing video games, easily stopped being on social media, like cut out junk food like very easily, right? But porn, masturbation, I've been addicted to for 7 years. And I just thought about that, and I journaled about it, and I meditated, of course, and I read for like the 3 hours I'm supposed to read, and I meditated and journaled before I recorded this video. And I researched about it, and I found that the deepest root cause of every addiction is pain and suffering. Like really, addiction is just a coping mechanism to run away from pain and suffering and emptiness, right? Like, if you want to listen about this, like listen to Dr. Gabor Mate, man. He's so brilliant. Dr. Gabor Mate and Jonathan Hari. Johann Hari, I apologize, Johann Hari. Those two guys are just absolutely brilliant when they talk about addiction. And it's just the truth. Like, addiction, it's just a coping mechanism for pain. Like, video games are not the problem. I talk about this all the time. Junk food is not the problem. Social media is not the problem, and porn is not the problem. These are all symptoms of the problem, which is poor mental health. Poor mental health means trauma, depression, anxiety, stress, pain, suffering. Like, I created this quote by yours truly, which is, there is no one with a fulfilled life who is addicted. Right? And that's really the truth. Like, if you are genuinely fulfilled with your life and you actually love your life, then you won't be addicted. But here's the thing that kicked me, is I just asked myself, why have I been addicted to porn for 7 years now, even more? And really, the best answer I could come up with, for me personally, this is not for everyone, this is just for me, is craving love. Craving love and connection. And you might be like, oh, but you know, just spend time with your friends and then you'll just quit, right? But really, like, talking about it now, right? It's really craving love, like romantic love, like craving a relationship with my future wife, craving a relationship with a woman, right? And I've just thought about this, like, well, yeah, that's why I've been doing it. I've been running away from this emotion that I've been feeling, which is loneliness. Like, right now I'm in that lonely chapter. I'm running away from this through porn, through masturbation. But here's the thing, like, the best thing I'm supposed to do is become the best version of myself, so when the time comes, when I'm like 25, and me and you, when we're actually like ready for it, we can marry the best women we can, because we became the best men we can, right? Here's where it hit me. If I had my future wife right now, like if I were living with her, right, and like the perfect, like the most beautiful, like she's so feminine, she's so beautiful, like the perfect one, right, and I was living with her, would I still be watching porn and masturbating? Of course not. Like, hell no. I would just like make love to her, right? I wouldn't need any of that, right? And then it hit me, right? Do it for your future wife. Stop watching porn for your future wife. That's the most powerful driver, because here's the thing. The love your future wife and my future wife will give us is infinitely greater than any of this, is infinitely greater than any porn video or any image or anything that you'll ever see. Because it's real. Like, all this fake nonsense, all this garbage, it doesn't mean anything. It gives you absolutely nothing. But the love your future wife will give you is infinitely greater than any of this. And think about this, like, think about it as just like a thought experiment. If you had your future wife, like your perfect 10 out of 10, like perfectly your type, she was so feminine and she just overwhelmingly just adored you, right? Would you still watch porn and masturbate? Of course not. Of course not. Why would you? Why would you, right? Like, if you really had her, why would you? So the question I just asked myself, like, okay, then why even do it, right? And everything just clicked for me, right? Put all that sexual energy inside of you into self-improvement to become the best man for your future wife. That's it. And that's how you actually quit. right? It's just do it for your future wife. And you might be thinking, oh man, I thought like you were gonna tell me like, oh, your future wife will never be with you if you watch porn. But like I'm not that type of guy. Like I don't like criticizing anyone. But really, it's the truth. Like me and you, the reason we are addicted to porn, and we've been addicted to it since we were little children, is maybe your mom didn't love you enough. Maybe your parents were divorced. Maybe you weren't loved enough as a child, and you used porn and masturbation as this coping mechanism and this emotional regulator to feel more loved. And it's pretty sad when you think about it, but it's freeing. It's freedom when you actually realize that me and you have been watching this, which we've been watching porn because we just want love in our lives. Like in Maslow's hierarchy of needs, sex and love are the most fundamental needs a human being can have. So really just me and you, the way we overcome porn is we just lock in on self-improvement, lock in on meditation, journaling, working out, yoga, and actually reading, right? All these amazing habits that literally give you everything. Just lock in on self-improvement, lock in on being the best version of yourself, and be the man that your future wife is actually proud of. Be that man who when she looks at, she will be so proud of you and so grateful that you are her husband, right? Because that's what you wanted in the first place. You never wanted this garbage. You never wanted lust, and you never wanted naked women, and you never wanted any of this garbage. You wanted love. You wanted relationships. You wanted a woman who will stand by you through anything. You wanted a woman who loved you, who adored you. And the way to actually get that woman is through years of self-improvement, years of becoming the best man you can be. Locking in on self-improvement, becoming the best man you can be in every area of your life. And if you do that, one, your life will be so amazing and so fulfilling and so fun that you will never ever turn to porn or masturbation or any addiction, because you just love your life. And second of all, you will actually be the man that your future wife is proud of, and you'll actually, like, girls will actually like desire you and be attracted to you. You'll notice it in class, like girls are just like really, really attracted to you, right? Which makes porn just look disgusting. So that's it. Quit porn for your future wife. Stop watching porn for your future wife. But all that, like, if you imagine like you have porn and masturbation here, and you have like self-improvement here, and you have this sexual energy coming out of your balls, right? Just get that sexual energy, in all of it, into self-improvement, and you can see like that lane of self-improvement pointing into your future wife, and you can see this lane of porn and masturbation leading into you being the worst version of yourself, basically. So putting all that sexual energy into self-improvement and you becoming the best version of yourself. In the book The Way the Superior Man by David Deida, it actually talks about this. It talks about this, but in very specific detail. Like, instead of putting that sexual energy into an ejaculation that will just take seconds, put all of it into self-improvement, into your goals, into meditation and journaling and working out and reading and sleeping earlier, eating clean and going out in nature and actually being the best version of yourself and improving your mental health and being a desired man and being a man that women want and being a confident man, being an ambitious man, right? That's really it. I actually heard this podcast the other day by Lex Fridman and the Prime Megan, right? If you don't know the Prime Megan, I don't know how to pronounce his name really. I think it's Prime Megan, but he's basically like this really cool like software programmer who does like these Twitch streams and does these YouTube videos, right? Whatever. But he talks about that he was addicted to porn since he was 4 years old, and he quit when he was 22. And Lex asks him, how did you actually quit? And he said, I quit. The only way that worked, because he really tried everything, the only thing that worked and how I actually quit is when I realized that when I watched that, I'm taking something away from my future wife. That's it. That's the most powerful drive you can ever have. Because really, like I said, like, it all comes down to this, right? Be the best version of yourself, like lock in on self-improvement, and at the same time, imagine your future wife. Imagine the love she will give you. Imagine it like in specific detail. Imagine how much she loves you. Imagine how much she adores you. Imagine her love. Like, that's infinitely greater and infinitely more worthy than any porn or any image or any of that, or any of this garbage. Like, the love of your future wife is greater than anything, right? So yeah, that's all it comes down to, right? As always, we're in this together, and we will make it.